Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about preparations. The other day I was making Little Bit's toy chest, and during the process I pulled out the crosscut sled and realized that it was making math problems instead of straight cuts. So I put it off to the side and went on ahead and used the old-fashioned method of measure 3 times, cut once. And it took a lot longer to make the toy chest, but got it made. Pretty proud of the result. And I looked at the crosscut sled, and before I threw it away, I decided as soon as I get a chance, I need to make a new one of those. Because you see, what a crosscut sled is what woodworkers call a jig. It's a tool that helps us make things faster and more efficient. And so then today was the day that I actually had a few hours on my hands. So I went ahead and made that new jig. Now, while I was making it, I started thinking about the what a jig is, the jigs that we use in our everyday life for spiritual reasons, and to prepare us for, in my case, my everyday journey of walking out of the house, or my Sunday school lessons, or these AskAPop posts. And then it got me thinking about the old school method that I used to build his toy chest, and how my grandfather used to use his, different tools that he had for preparing journeys. Now, when my papa was alive, his tool chest consisted of his reference Bible, which I now have. And then outside of the reference Bible, he would then, first he'd pray for discernment. Then he'd grab his reference Bible, start diving into it. If he had a question, then he could phone a friend. And then after that, he could go back and pray a bit more about it. And then if he still had a question, maybe watch 700 Club, and that was about it. For myself, I've got my, I start off with prayer, and then after that I go into my digital Bible, and then I can cross-reference it with several other translations that I like to use, and from there I go to the different commentaries, and then from there I can go to my disciple notes, and then I can go on the interweb and see what Grok has to say. Of course, I can still call my pastor or my former pastors, and then pray again for discernment. So I have a lot more tools at my disposal, but the bottom line is, and I'll leave it for you to decide which one is better, but the bottom line is we still prepare ourselves before we leave the house. I can't even imagine how much easier it'll be for a little bit when he's preparing himself to leave the house after studying Scripture. The important thing is he'll be studying Scripture. Just some thoughts from a guy that, from a carpenter that's nowhere near as good as the carpenter he follows. Anyway, the Bible verses today are 1 Peter 10 through 17, and Psalm 119, 97 through 112. As far as questions go, how do you prepare for your spiritual journey daily, weekly, or for your witness? Again, just some thoughts wanted to share. Have a great day. God bless you.